Okay, let's start. All right, so we have here pictures, and I think that pollution from factories, we don't have them too much, I think. I'm not sure. Do you know that, Sandy?
No.
No? Mauricio, do you have an idea if here in El Salvador we have a lot of pollution from factories like this one?
Yeah, but that is still not measured.
Mm-hmm.
There are some studies, and I have some friends that
Okay.
works in the environmental minister. I think that can be
Yeah,
said like
environmental
that.
minister.
Environmental minister. They told me, and also I have a friend that works in the national water treatment. That
Oh,
is,
okay.
yeah, I didn't know until she started to work there.
I
They
didn't either.
Yeah, they go to study the quality of the water of the rivers in El Salvador and trying to make some strategies
Okay.
to clean them.
Mm-hmm.
But for factories, I think that there are still no way to measure it,
Mm-hmm.
because I think, and this is my opinion, it hasn't affected us still.
Mm-hmm.
Like in China, that even your cell phone and make a notification that the air is not good for you, and that's why the people maybe avoid to go out or try to use mask, or
Where?
even
To
they
wear a
try to
mask.
be to wear mask, and they try to be in a place that have air conditioner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like cleaner air they can breathe.
Mhm. Now, a
But
question.
here in Salvador, I think no, but man, there's a lot of pollution coming
Okay.
from the companies. Yeah.
Yeah, from factories, maybe not too much, but rivers, deforestation, we do have that, right?
Actually, in a place that I used to work, the place that and they made a kitchen and stoves. Um, all the they we used to work with a really big sheet of metal, so we cut them up, and then all the garbage they just throw it to the, let's say, a big trash can,
Yeah.
and they hired a truck
Okay.
and some people to take all this garbage and just take that trash. I don't know where, but man, it was a lot of metal, and it was not and
Recyclable, recyclable.
recyclable. So I don't know what they do with that, but
Mhm.
and even this is a small company here in
Oh,
Santa
yeah.
Ana. So
Okay.
you can imagine about the big
The
ones
big
like
ones.
Coca-Cola, man. Did you
Yeah.
know that Coca-Cola, they bought fields that has, I don't know how to say this in English. Uh, Maybe you can help me. They have pozos. I don't remember that.
Pozos. We can say whales. Whales.
Okay, the field has
In
a
the
lot of
chat you have.
wells. Yeah, and because they bought it they became their property. So yeah, they are taking all the water from the Mantos Aquiferos here in El Salvador.
Exactly, exactly. And people in some places in San Salvador, they don't have water.
Yeah, imagine that. I have visited the Coca-Cola company here in El Salvador. Man, it's big, man. They have a really big
It's
system to extract
immense.
the water. Yeah, so they extract all the water from the wells. And did you know that to produce one bottle of Coca-Cola, they need more water?
Didn't know
Because
that.
because all the machines get hot. So the
Exactly.
way they try to keep it in a specific temperature is with water. So that's the
It evaporates.
cooling system.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. I didn't know that.
Of course, they didn't tell you that because they show
Yeah,
you the
no.
good way
Hmm.
of the company.
Of
But
course.
when you go out and look something on internet, you notice what they are really doing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Let's see, Sandy and then Mauricio. Sandy, do you know what country in the world is the most contaminated?
Mm. What is the country?
The country that is most contaminated in the world. I mean, all the countries have contamination, right? But some of them,
Mhm.
or most of them, less than others. But there is one that is the most contaminated.
United States. I don't know.
Sorry?
United States.
No, it is not in America.
Mm,
Maybe if you don't,
China.
no.
Mm, okay. No pollution.
Mhm.
India.
A little bit close. Do you know, Mauricio?
No, I don't know. I
No?
thought I was thinking about China or India.
Mhm.
Maybe Bangladesh can be.
Exactly, that one. Bangladesh. That
I
is
heard that they have the most contaminated river around the world.
the air, the air as well. Bangladesh, you have it in the chat. Yeah, so that is a really poor country. Everything is a mess. The traffic, a lot of dust. The air is contaminated, highly contaminated. The food, the water, everything. So people that lives there, okay, I mean, their bodies are adapted to this environment, right? And despite of that, some people die from cancer because of the air, because of the contaminated water that they have. But for example, in our case, our country is not so clean, but it is cleaner than Bangladesh. And if you go there, probably you can die in few months if you continue breathing the air that they have. You can die because of that. Or if you drink water from the faucet directly, sorry, directly from the faucet, you will die definitely. You will have many bacteria in your body, so it's really hard. But they live in that way because maybe their bodies are adapted to this environment. But in our case, I don't think so. Yeah. So Bangladesh, that is one of the most contaminated countries around the world. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the next activity then. Okay. Activity two. Mauricio, please. How?
How concerned are you about the environment? Answer the questions. Number each item from 0 to 4. Then interview your partner and mark the answers.
Okay. And then we have the options, right? Zero is never. And then, Sandy,
How, how's like ever?
hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever, number one. Okay. And then we have continue.
Sometimes,
That is the
often,
number two, huh?
often, and always.
And always. Okay. So then we have the question, do you what? Do you recycle paper, glass, cans, and plastic? Remember, cans means latas because es el verbo poder. I can play, right? But also means latas, right? Good. So in here, you have to put the number. Do you recycle paper, glass, cans, plastic? Never, okay? Put a zero here and then continue with the rest. This is going to be individually and later we are going to compare the answers, all right?
Okay.
All right, so you can read it silently if you wish, and then we discuss the sentences and everything, okay? 3 minutes, I think.
Finish, teacher.
Finished. Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy?
Later. Well,
Okay. How many are missing from you, Sandy? Like 3, 2, 5. Sorry?
la mitad,
The middle.
middle.
The middle. Okay, or the half. Okay, just 1 second, Mauricio, and then we continue.
Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem.
All right, so I will start with Mauricio and Sandy. You can continue, right? After Mauricio, your turn. Okay, Mauricio, let's read the first question.
Okay, recycle paper, glass, cans, and plastic. Sometimes.
Sometimes, so we'll say 2.
Yeah, two.
Okay, next one.
Reuse products such as plastic bags and paper. This is 4.
4. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Next one.
Repair items instead of throwing them away. This is for me often. Depend of the kind of product, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes they can be reused, but sometimes it is impossible.
Yeah. About avoid buying overpackaged product. Yeah, man. I hate when the product came in an overpackaged. When you buy, for example, just a pair of headphones, for example, man, it came on a first they gave you in a bag.
Yeah.
Inside a box, and inside of that box you have another bag keeping your plastic for your ears, and then you have a plastic, like a plastic mold where is placed the headphones. And why just a, a small box with your headphones? And
Yeah.
that's a marketing strategy to make the price higher, because you
Exactly.
think that the product is better just because it's well packaged, but it's not.
It is
So I
more
will
expensive.
say, yeah, just because of that, and they just pay a couple of cents to make 1,000, so to buy 1,000 of that boxes. So it doesn't increase the price or the quality of the product at all. So I will say, I always avoid, yeah. Pick up other people's either, when I have the opportunity, I do it. So I will say often.
Often. Okay, 3.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yeah, sometimes because, well, maybe the people just throw away the garbage from the bus. You cannot go run and pick up the garbage. Use public transportation for long distance. Yeah, I do it.
So always 4?
Always, yeah, 4.
Okay.
I believe that if the public transportation become better, the traffic jam here in El Salvador can
Will
disappear.
decrease or can disappear.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, will decrease, and changing the people's mind, because a lot of people think that just for appearance they have a car and all the people is looking at them, and man, you see in the morning just one person in one car.
Exactly.
It doesn't have sense, I think.
Yeah.
But well, okay. Turn off the lights when you leave a room. I do it often. Sometimes I just forget, man, and I feel guilty.
Number 3, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, sorry. I just skipped. Walk or use a bike for short distance. Yeah, man, always. I love to walk. I
Okay.
don't bike a lot, but I really used to walk. You know, when I came from work,
Mhm.
I walked around 30 to 40 minutes.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And
Okay.
also because it helped you with your health.
With your health, exactly.
Yeah. Use low energy light bulbs.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do it always.
Always. Okay. Say number 4. Uh-huh. Next one.
Make sure the heat. I don't have a heat, so put
Yeah,
a
here
big
in El
cross
Salvador,
there.
we don't use them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
So never because I don't have one.
yeah, maybe we have to put a dash over here.
Yeah, and also the next one, I don't have air conditioner in my
Okay.
house,
I don't
but
have.
I have a really powerful fan, man. And
I
in
have
that
one as well.
case, yeah, in that case, I am guilty because I use my fan all the night.
The
Uh,
same
I
here.
I don't know. I cannot sleep without a fan. Just because I don't know if you have ever heard about the white noise.
No,
And the white noise is something that is a noise that makes you relax.
I really.
That you hear and like when it start to raining or the ocean waves. I don't know if you have already seen on YouTube that there are some videos.
No, I didn't know about that.
Hours of the rainy falling
The falling
or the
raining, right?
ocean
The
waves.
sound.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
that's a
yes.
white sound. So to
Oh,
me, the fine noise is a white sound, and
mhm.
also because it keeps you fresh, right? So it's
Okay.
good. So I keep it all the night working out.
Yeah, I use my fan, but only when it is hot. When it is fresh or cold, I don't use
I
it.
use it even when it's cold.
Yeah, some people are like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Avoid using more water than you need. Yeah, of course, always.
Always.
Just use the water needed.
Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go with Sandy then. Since the beginning, Sandy.
Okay. First, sometime,
Okay, sometimes it's number 2.
yes.
Okay.
Next,
Mhm.
three, often.
Ah, okay. 3 often.
Next, two, sometime.
Okay.
Next, two, sometime.
Sometimes 2.
Next, one,
1. Well, okay. Hardly ever. Casi
however.
nunca.
Mhm.
Hardly ever. Okay.
And the next, two, sometime.
Sometimes. You have to
Uh,
walk, Sandy. Do exercise.
yes, but the question is use public
Use
transportation.
public transportation for long distance. Ah, yeah, yes, yeah. Mhm.
This is the next one.
But you
Let's
say
see the
2
answer.
sometimes. You have to say always, teacher. I use the public transportation.
No.
Okay, huh?
Yeah.
Next one.
Next, three, often.
3 often. Mhm.
Next, two, sometime.
Sometimes.
Next, three, often.
3 often.
Next, no aplica,
Not applicable.
no aplica,
Not applicable. Yeah, in English we say not applicable.
no applicable.
Okay, and
Mhm.
next one. Yes, applicable.
Uh-huh. No, I
No.
don't have air conditioning.
Okay. Not
And I
applicable
don't
as
like
well.
fun too. I don't like.
You don't like fan.
Uh, uh, in my house, yes, there are, but I don't use.
Mhm.
So my mom don't like, and me too
Your mom doesn't like.
doesn't like.
Okay.
And me,
And you either. And you either.
and
Me
me,
too. Mhm.
and me either, either,
Oh my
either.
God. So when it is hot, you are with your hands doing this or what?
My
Sweating.
mom use
Uses.
cartoon.
Ah, okay. It
So
is
in
How
It's
do you
not
say
a
cartón?
cartoon.
No, we
Cartoon.
don't say cartoon. Cartoon es caricatura.
Is
Let's see,
yeah.
cardboard.
Cardboard.
Cardboard is cartón. Cardboard.
Ah.
Yeah. In the chat you have it. A
Cardboard.
piece of cardboard.
Cardboard.
Oh yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Cardboard. But
Okay.
because maybe headache.
Headache. She gets headache.
She gets headache.
Mm.
In the
Eh,
office, yeah, I use air conditioning.
okay. And the last one, Sandy. Avoid.
3.
3. Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, for example, return our buying our packet products. Yeah. Yeah. So there is a little bit difference between Mauricio's answer and Sandy's ones. Yeah. You know, we are not the same all the time. But I see that Mauricio, for example, he picks up the others trash. Yeah. I don't do it, to be honest. Yeah. Never. I mean, only from my wife or my son. But usually we don't do it because we used to put the trash in the correct place, the trash cans, right? But from others is weird that I do it, to be honest. Yeah. Well, guys, there was just like an evaluation for you to see how good you are for keeping in the best way possible our environment. Yeah, and if you see, Mauricio has a very nice score. Sandy has to improve now. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So there are many differences. All right. Any questions, people, before we leave, before we go to bed? No
I don't have
questions?
teacher.
No
No, no
questions.
questions. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So let me tell you, thank you for your time, for joining the class, and see you tomorrow then.
Okay.
Have a great
Bye,
day
teacher.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sandy.